can file return for individuals with withholding certificates. What you're supposed to do, just get into your favorite browser. After getting into your favorite browser, what you are supposed to do, just search for ITax. When you search for ITax, just hit OK. Then you click back. Then after getting to the ITax, you need to input your client PIN or your PIN here. Then just hit continue. So you just enter your password here. In case you have forgotten your password, just click forget and reset your password. Then you will be given a simple computation here, which mine is 6 minus 2, which is basically 4. Then log in. So you shall get into this beautiful interface. What you need to do, just hit return. Then click file return. Then you need to choose here tax obligation. So my tax obligation is as a resident individual. Then I'll hit next. So after hitting next, my internet is a bit sluggish. So mine is saying the return for the period has already been filed. So this is because I have already filed return for this client who had a withholding certificate. So what I need to do to demonstrate this, I'll be using the amended form. So but it simply applies the same way as we could use the original form, but in your case it will be original. That's why in this area, mine displays as amended, and I cannot be able to take it to original since I have already submitted the original form to file for my return. So with no much ado, what we need to do, just click this Excel form here, Excel sheet. So immediately you click it, it will be downloaded into your computer or your PC, regardless of the device which you are using. So it is automatically being downloaded. So after it is being downloaded, it will be you can click here and view the download, or alternatively you can just minimize this interface and get into your file explorer and come where we have download. So the file is here. So it is a zip file. So before you open this zip file, with a lot of problem, just click above it. After clicking above it, come to where we have properties. After coming to where we have properties, to avoid macros blocking you editing this file or working with this file blocking and giving you errors, just hit where we have unblock. When you click unblock, just hit apply and then click OK. Just follow the process as I am doing so that you don't run into problem. Then just open now the sheet. So let me close this information here. Then you just need to input your client's PIN. So my client's PIN is here. Let me enter it. Then after them, you just need to choose the type of return. So yours, you shall just choose original, but in my case is unamended. Then you just need to choose the return period. So my return period is from January 2024, this is 2025 to 31st December 2024. Then do you have other income? So when you choose this one, do you have other income, this error will be eliminated, and now there are some tabs which will be added here. Let me show you. We get back to the basic info. Let me choose yes. You can see now we have profit and loss account added here. But in case you continuously get the macros blocking you, you can alternatively, since you can, let me closer and see, no, I'll show you what I want to display. let it close. Let us give it a minute to select yes. You can see now these forms are no longer exist here, but in your case, in case your macros are broken here, you shall be getting an error here. So to avoid problems with the macros, just get into where we have files, then come to where we have more, then choose the option, then come to where we have Trust Center. Then when you get to Trust Center, choose Trust Center setting, then come to where we have macros and enable all the macros, and then hit OK, and the problem will be solved. So I'm doing this because I have a withholding certificate, so I'll just choose yes, I have other income. It is add. So I shall get the profit and loss account. So this is where we start our journey. So you shall just read this information. Do you have a partnership income? Do you have? If you have, just choose yes. There is a lot of information here which you need to fill. So by this information which is grayish in color, you cannot be able to adjust it. Already KRA have. So auditor's details. So in case it is for individual, you don't need an external auditor. So let's get into profit and loss account. So what we need to fill here is this section 1.2, where we have, in case you are not manufacturing, where we have the gross turnover of profession or consultancy fee. So I have a consultancy fee for 2 periods. Let me show you. I get that into my File Explorer. So I have withholding here of a withholding certificate where I had a gross transaction of 55,000, and another one where my client had a withholding amount of, let me show you, of 38,500. Then this gross amount of the total of the withholding, I'll input it here in the Excel sheet, the gross amount. So you shall take the gross amount of the withholding period and then enter it here. So where we need to enter is where we have commission. Let me come, it is in this column 1.2. This is where you need to fill it in case it's a professional consultancy fee, so which is of 98,500. So it will be filled here. The other thing which you need to fill here, which I have information for, you need to come to this section 5 and fill the legal expense. So my legal expense will be filled here. The section where we have commission, income in line with it. Yeah, the legal expense. So to calculate the legal expense, I have done it in my Word form, but you can just write it down. So to determine the legal expense, what you need to do, you just need to take the total withholding. So my total withholding is made up of this withholding for the 2 periods which he received in 2024. One was 55,000 and another 38,500, which is here 55 and 38,500. So joining them in total, it is 93,500. So then you need to take the 5% of your client's total withholding of 93,500. So which is giving you 46.75. Let me show you how you can also do it without doing the computation. So it is given here. So the first one, when he had a gross amount of transaction of 38,500, the amount of withheld tax was 19.25. So you add for the next period when he had a transaction of 55,000, the amount of tax withheld, what was 27.50. So the gross amount is 46.75, which is the percentage of this total withholding, which is here. So after doing this, to determine the value of the legal expense, you need to take this 93,500, you raise the withholding tax multiplied by 3.333, then you get the amount which is supposed to be paid as the legal expense to be 77,918.225. So this is how we usually do the calculation. So it's an explanation where we usually get this 3.333, but for your case, just apply it like that. So it's a bit, but if you need more information, you can just contact me and I'll give you the information how we usually derive this 3.33 value. Then from there, just input the legal expense, yeah, which is in my case 77,918.22. So it allows us to move up to decimal place. It is here. So this is what you only need to fill in the profit and loss account. So then from there we move into sheet C, which is the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, you just need to fill 2 items. So and the items which you need to fill here, you just need to fill the other assets. So other asset, I just choose the value 1 since I don't have information about it. So then the asset side must be equal to capital plus the liability side. So I don't have any information about the capital of my client. So the other side which I need to fill is the liability side. So here we have other liabilities. Let me show you. So here we have other liabilities. So it is here. Let me show you. It is here. Other liabilities. So this both side must balance. So let me give it here. No. Other liabilities. So let me enter value 1. You can see automatically my balance sheet is balanced. So this must balance. There is no bargaining. It must balance to 1. So you can see my assets are equivalent to 1 and my liabilities are equivalent to 1. Since we don't have information about, I don't have information about my client's total assets and liabilities, which must be equal. Here there is no bargaining. They must be equivalent. So from there, we jump to the to sheet F, where we have the employment income information. So what we need to fill here, we just need to enter the PIN of the employer. So the PIN of the employer, you normally get it from the PIN form, which is here. So the PIN of the employer is here. So in the KRA usually don't allow you to copy paste. So what we shall do, we shall just enter it manually. So it is here, which is employer's PIN, which is P0516660024 So I'm filling it for the past 3. So that's why I have not been able to cram this information. So let us enter it here. Employer's PIN. So we are seeing it in the P0516660248C. So we shall be asked about the name of the employer. So in my case, as you can see, you can easily get it here in the PIN form. So the name of the employer is the OX form. So it is usually located here. So let us write it here. It is OX form. Then the gross pay of the employee, it is usually provided in the PIN form. So as I usually say, the commandment is the PIN form. So it is here. So what is the gross pay of the employee? So it is easily located here. So as you can see, the value is there. Is there the value? 565, 768.2. So it is here. Let us enter it here. So just be truthful, don't cheat when doing this thing. Since I don't want to get into problem with KRA for cheating, just be truthful with what you are getting in. 768.2. So allowance benefit from employment other than car or housing. So according to my PIN and form, there are no other allowance which my client is getting. So you are being at the total value of the car, so the net value of the housing, so you will not provided with the housing, so it is 0. From there, I don't think there is other value which you need to fill here. You usually don't file employment income for your spouse. Everybody should file his or her own return. So I need to get into M details of the pay deducted. So from here, you just need to enter the employer's PIN again. So it's just like a repetition. So I think it is automatically here. So you shall just click this drop down button and then it will be automatically be entered here. So from there, you need to choose the employer's name again. So as we have seen this OX1, that is the name of my client's employer. So from there, you just need to choose the taxable income, the taxable salary. So the taxable salary, you can easily get it in your PIN and form. So my PIN and form is here, and you can be able to get the taxable salary. So the taxable salary is named as chargeable pay in some PIN and form, and it can use different names, but don't worry, it's the chargeable pay. So it's the income which should be subjected to taxation, which is here, which the value is here. I think it is 636.16. So we have said it's 512,000 636.16. So we shall get back into the Excel and input the value. So it is 512 636.16. Then we have the taxable pay. So where we have taxable pay, you need to do some basic things here so that we don't run into problems. So let us get back into our PIN and form. So we just need to come here where we have the pay value. So this is the taxable pay, the pay value. You take our pay value is 59,426.7. Then you add the personal relief amount of 28,800. Then this value, we should input it here. I'm sorry. Let me first. Oh, okay, it's good. So we take that value of the pay amount. Let me show you. Let us get back into the PIN and form and show you again. So you take this pay amount, then you add the relief amount of 28,800. So mine is giving you a value of 88,226.7. So this value, I shall enter it here, which is 88,226.7. Then I need to enter my pay here. So the pay, so this is the amount which is deducted as tax, which is named as pay. So my pay is, let me get into the PIN and form and show you. It is here. Even yours, it will be basically be here, or in other cases named as total tax corrected, which is of 59,426.65, which we are loaded up to 7. So that pay, you need to enter it here. Even if we have written for you pay here, just enter it here, which is 426.7. So if you are correct, and you have not made mistake anywhere, it shall get into the personal relief, which is supposed to be here, which is the amount refundable of 28,800, which is the personal relief. So even here, you don't need any other stories. We shall now move forward direct to tax computation, to T-tax computation, which is the last page. So when we come here, what we need to fill first is our pension contribution. So our pension contribution is here. Let me show you. So it is given here where we have the actual amount of the pension contribution E subscript T, which is 53,132. We put it here. I'm sorry. Let me get back here and enter the value. So it is here. So we have said is 53,132. Then we scroll a bit down. We need to do the affordable housing levy, where this now is where we usually have another problem. So to do the affordable housing levy is charged at 1.5% of your gross pay. So I don't think I'll be able to do it in my computer. It will take a lot of time. So you just need to take 1.5% of your gross pay. So in my case now, let me get into the P9 form. I need to take 0.015% of my gross pay, which is where is it? Which is here, which is 565, 768.2. So it is 84. Let me enter the value. So where is it? Affordable housing levy. So it is 84. So in some cases they provide you in the P9 form, but in my case it's not provided. That's why I'm computing it. But you can compute to confirm. Sometimes your P9 form may be erroneous. So there. So I also need to do the social health insurance further relief, which it is computed as 2.75% of your gross pay. So let us get back into our P9 form. Let me show you. So what we shall do, we shall take the 0.027. So it is 2.75 divided by 100, which is 0.20275, multiplied by gross pay of 565, 768.2. This amount, you take the 15% of it, and that is what we provide here, which is 233.79. Then we shall scroll downward. Our personal relief is already provided here, which will be reducing our tax liability. Then you need to come here where we have the withholding tax, the withholding amount, total amount from the withholding tax credit. So we shall offer it here. So how are we supposed to compute it? So simple. So you remember the value which we had taken, the 5% of 93,500 of the gross amount of the fee transacted in the withholding tax certificate. So let me take you back to give you some recall. So you can remember these values. So you just need to take this amount of withheld tax, which is 2750, plus the second one, which is here, of 1925, which is 4675. Or alternatively, you remember when we were in our Word document, you can just take 5% of the gross total withholding, which is 46.75. There is no difference. So this is the value which now you need to input here. 46.75. And now let's go downward. So you can see now my client is demanding a refund of 281.70 from KRA. So we are not worse off. So this is how we usually compute tax for individuals with withholding tax certificates. So these are the individuals who have income, original income, and then other incomes from offering some consultancy services or professional services to others' firms. So the meaning of withholding tax is your employer or the person who have employed you, he withheld the tax and remit it to the KRA on your behalf. So it's like a snitch. I just take the amount which you need to pay as tax on your behalf and remit it to KRA. He says, so and so have offered me a certain service. Let me snitch him or her to the KRA for this tax and then remit it. That is the whole analogy. So he cut the tax on the behalf of KRA. So you don't get your salary as 100%. It is deducted that 5% withholding tax in case it's for consultancy services in Kenya. So after doing this, there is nothing else which we need to do. I think we have done everything correct. What we can do is just validate the certificates. So validation will take some minutes. So as we are taking some minutes, you can take this opportunity to hit the subscribe button if you have not comment about the video, how you have seen it or what you would like us to improve on. Also, we value your sentiment. We like to know what you think, what we should do to improve how we deliver this content. So I think I have received some error here, but let's wait to respond. So it will take some few minutes to validate this thing, and then from there the system we have completed everything within a very short time. So this is the simplest way how you can do it. So there is other complex way how you can do it, which I don't think is a good method. But I think everybody values simplicity. So I'm told that sheets are ready to be uploaded. Do you want to receive the uploaded form? Yes, we need to do this. So what I would advise you to note, you can see you find the zip file here. So mine is saved as a document. You need to be sensitive about the time. So it was sent at 12:44 a.m. so that you don't make error and upload wrong form and then get into problem with calling KRA. And you know these things with our Kenyan government is problematic to deal with these public sectors. So just hit OK. And from there now, we can close, or let us just minimize for just being precocious. Then just get back into ITax. So what you need to do here is just come here and choose the file. So as you can see, mine was saved in the document. Then it is here. The one set I told you can make the mistake very easily. You can see today is date 22nd May 2025 at. So you just need to hit it and then hit agree, and then yours will be original here. You just need to submit. I will not submit since I had already submitted. I was doing this video for demonstration purposes. So when you submit, you shall get a receipt. If you had failed the liability, you shall just choose the mode of payment or the bank